Welcome, welcome. Mic check, mic check. We are back to the Oh None Demand Everything podcast. I'm your host, Chief General Hellraiser, and this is my brother and special guest, Airik Crawford. What's up, man?
Man, what's good, bro?
It's crack-a-lackin'. We live from a different living room.
Right.
Same mission, different time. What's good? What's in the works? What's cracking?
It's a lot going on, man.
Whole bunch.
It's always a lot going on, but it's great to be here. Always with you. I remember the last time I was up here. It was before all the setup, and everything like that. It was a little bit different setup, but
in the works.
Yeah. But it's dope though. It's dope what you got going on. Yeah.
Appreciate it. Long you seen the transition, long time coming.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. So you as a master director, I guess staging expert, did I do a good job?
Oh man, you do an excellent job. This is great. This is perfect. Yeah.
Okay, man. Shit.
Yeah.
I had to figure it out. So, bro, I just seen a dope Chicago countdown.
Mm-hmm.
What was that, top 100?
Top 50 countdown. Yeah, top 50. 100 would have been a lot.
Okay.
that would be a lot.
So what's going on with that? What's the science behind that? Because I know that was the most recent thing that was released publicly.
Right.
So
right.
What's going on with that? What's up with that?
So the top 50 countdown, that was an idea that I came up with in 2024. Mm-hmm. So we did the first one 2024, and then we did the second one this year in 2025. So basically it's kind of like a recap of what all happened in Chicago hip hop in terms of like the music videos and stuff like that. And one of the reasons why I created it is because I noticed that artists in the city and artists on the scene, they needed their videos to be shown to people and shown again, Yeah. And there had to be some type of like recap involved in that so people can, see it. And they gotta, it's really for the cameramen too. The cameramen need that same recognition because they the ones that's putting all this stuff together. Without your cameraman as an artist, like, who are you? Like, what are you?
Behind the camera, do we be getting forgotten? if that man don't know how to work, both numbers to like leverage himself in position, he will get forgotten,
Right. So that's
good.
Yeah, that's why I created the top 50 countdown, just to showcase all that Chicago had to offer. And I think we was like real successful at what we did. It's the first ever Chicago music video countdown. So it's never been done.
So first in history, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I would say this, not just because, you're my brother, but because when I seen that shit, I thought that shit was shot. I thought I was looking at 106 in Park.
Right.
I thought I was looking at 106 in Park. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn. I'm like, he did that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So what was the vibe from like the artists that you guys had come out in person and stuff like that? Like, what was the vibe? How did they feel? Did it feel like it looked? Because it looked big production.
Mm-hmm.
And I know Chicago is not used to big production, to be honest with you. Artists and stuff, we got to go outside usually get big production, as far as broadcasting like that.
Yeah.
So how did you, first of all, how did you get the skills and the experience to be able to do that? Because that wasn't by accident, that was by design.
Exactly. So I think one of my superpowers, and when it comes to like, my artistry and what I see is being able to turn something small and make it look like it was something big. So I could take something small and make it look like it was $1 million. You feel me? So I think that's one of the things that I have an advantage in, and one of the things that I could do better than a lot of people. So that's why I look like that. That's why you're saying that.
So
but
it wasn't an accident. So
yeah.
That's your directing skills, staging skills. So where does that come from? YouTube University, or you went to school? What's your background?
My background, really, when I came back home from school, it was more so me working with cameras and videography and stuff like that. And eventually I landed a job at Intersport. So I was able to freelance over there at Intersport. So Intersport, I'm sitting in rooms with, executives and stuff like that. So they working on $500,000 projects, just to do sometimes a basketball game, a tournament or something like that. They getting all the brand deals and sponsorships. They pulling all that in. So I'm soaking all this knowledge in and all this game in while I'm there. Just listening, being attentive, being in the production rooms, and then also being there on set and on site as they doing the production and as they making this whole marketing campaign come together. So I'm looking at it from all the different aspects, even to the point where one of the times I was we was in, what was we at? We was in Orlando, and in Orlando, one of my jobs, I was taking I was driving the cars. I was taking the athletes from the airport to their hotel.
Really?
People don't even think about that aspect of doing a campaign. These people got to be transported. Your talent got to be transported somewhere. So it's like I learned every single aspect of that and working in the camera space at the same time.
Damn.
Yeah.
So you got a chance to kind of be, directly connected with people. Some relationship building.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure conversations that probably gave you some insight on different things and stuff like that.
Right.
Connections.
Yeah.
So you got a chance to soak up some game from a particular type of shooting styles. What do you consider your shooting style, or does it depend on what you're shooting?
It would depend on what I'm shooting. If I'm shooting a music video, it's kind of like a little bit more personal. Something like we did with the Top 50 Countdown. It's more of a how should I say? It's more of a format. You know, it's more of a format style to it. But when I call it stage design. When I'm stage designing, I'm trying to make sure, one, everybody in frame the right way or as best as we can get it for whatever type of venue that we at. And I'm just concentrate on like lighting, how the background look, stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay. What took you the longest to understand, and what's the importance of understanding certain key elements that people usually don't consider when they get into the videography world?
Dang, I wasn't ready for that.
I would say let me speak for that. Maybe is it lighting? Is it well, okay, lighting, lighting, sound design, staging, and knowing what you're shooting, right? Like what do you know, because you have to know what you're shooting. If you're doing a wedding, right, you gotta know what you're shooting. You gotta know the elements that you have to shoot,
right? Or
you can fuck around and get sued.
Right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think certain experience is great because you can't even fuck up with certain things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like you fuck up somebody's wedding,
it's over with.
That bride gonna be on your ass.
Yeah, you gonna be upset. They gonna be upset.
Ain't no
running that back. You can't do that again.
Running it back.
Yeah,
You better get that kiss. You better get that ring. You better get them I do's and all that. So what really, like, give me some insight on that.
With that, so I would say I had the luxury of like just being on every type of like production, like whether it's a movie, whether it's a wedding, whether it's a corporate event recap or something like that. I done had the luxury of just being at all those different type of spaces. And most of the time when I was there, I did have somebody that was already doing it for me. So one of my homies, Michi, he was doing the weddings. Like this when I first started doing videos, he was doing the weddings. So I was able to like shadow him and see how he doing the weddings, what shots that he want, what shots we want to pick up on too. So I would like accredit a lot of things to doing, like working with mentors, working with people that's already been there with me,
What's the importance of having a mentor?
You think? It's priceless. It really is priceless because it's like they done went through all the trials and tribulations. So it's like you ain't really got to do all that, I ain't got to go through some of those experiences that they went through. But obviously you're going to go through your own experiences, and your own, with your productions or whatever. But, you get to learn from a lot of people. Yeah.
So it's a fact that you have produced not only the first, because it's the first, it's not only just because it was the first, it is comparable, like I say, to 106 in Park as far as production, look, and style. But number one, the only one, and the best, right? So that's a up, right?
right. We already up.
So what type of issues do you see or roadblocks do you have, even though you have all that at your advantage? What disadvantage do you have, particularly because I'm just going to guess that just jurisdiction-wise being in Chicago? What is the issue?
Just you, all right. When you say like just being in Chicago, are you talking about?
Do you think you can be you and do this type of production? How do you think? What do you think? What do you think will be the outcome if you happen to be like in LA or in Atlanta?
You want me to answer that real honest?
100%.
Okay, I'm gonna answer it real honest. I feel like if I was in like a LA, Atlanta or Detroit, I think that it would have been already gone already. Like, what I did, it would have been, really, really, like, I don't use the word appreciate it. Like, the people that was on there, was a lot of people that did appreciate it, but it was certain people that we thought was going to appreciate it that didn't really appreciate it. So it was like, or didn't appreciate it to the extent that we thought they would, but we not really doing it for that. We doing it. I did it because I wanted to see it happen.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I had the vision. I was like, this ain't never been done before. Let me see that happen. So that's one of the reasons I did do it. But honestly, I feel like if a different city would have been, they would have been on top of it. Yeah.
What do you
even
think?
Like a Detroit,
That's crazy. So what do you think is the cause of that though? Like, is it, like I say, I have the same, I feel the same way. It's like it's like you can have, it's like we got to work 10 times harder for something to just, or one show should start getting 106 and Park numbers and views, then the city's behind you.
Right. Yeah.
But no matter how great it is, it looks, and no matter how much it benefits everybody that you put in those spots, it still seems to be a disconnect.
Yeah, I think Chicago is a city where it's a lot of creative, so I think Chicago does like garner like a lot of competition. You feel me? It's a bullheaded city. You feel me? So we all like striving to get to the top or get somewhere. So sometimes
everybody's scared to put their nozzle in somebody else's gas tank.
Yeah.
Even if it helps fill, even if they in the same vehicle. You're in the vehicle.
Realistically, they're in the same vehicle. This don't, like, when I did it, I just didn't do it to benefit me. I did it because it was for the city. If I wanted to benefit me, I could have made a top whatever about me,
Yeah.
But I didn't really do that for that. I did that because I appreciate art. I appreciate the local artists. I appreciate the industry artists, all the artists. And really, artistry fuels business as well, because let's say you got a bar, or you got some type of like lounge or something like that. You bringing artists through that lounge, through that space, and that creates traction. That creates business. You feel me? So it creates entertainment,
100%.
and that's what people need. Yeah.
I see you was doing. I know everybody going crazy right now. We got the Bears. I think all the Chicago teams are winning right now, ain't they?
Yeah, all the Chicago teams. Yeah, they winning. This
what they call it, Bears down.
Bear down.
I
Yeah.
gotta get the lingo right. I gotta pretend like I'm a sports fan and stuff. But I'm always cheering when they winning.
Exactly. Yeah.
But so you was doing something with you just in general all around creator and developer or artist, right? So what you was doing some NFTs, some sports NFTs. I think you were drawing them.
Yeah, I was drawing the sports NFTs. Yeah.
So was that related to the art gallery or something separate?
That was a completely like separate project. It was just something that really realistically I was doing. It was kind of like passing the time, but it was like concept art. You feel me? So it was like, all right, what would these teams look like if they was crypto basketball teams? Like what would that look like? What would they be called? Stuff like that. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
That was the concept. Can you share that? Is that safe to share? I don't know.
I mean, it's out there. So if they want to see it, it's on my TikTok, it's on my Instagram.
Basically, you would do like an example, like LA would be what?
What I did LA. Dang, what I do for LA? The liquidity. It was LA liquidity. Okay. And it's also a way to teach people like crypto language too at the same time. Because I had like Chicago Bull Runners, Boston Bit Boys, Orlando Metaverse. It was like, what else I did? The Portland Private Keys, stuff like that. Yeah.
So they was able. So you had these on some type of blockchain market.
They not even on blockchain yet.
Not yet. Okay.
Not yet.
That's the goal.
That's the goal. Put it on blockchain, and I mean, we gonna talk about that. We could do something with that. Yeah.
So be too much sauce.
Yeah.
So all right. So I'm just pulling it out my head. So all right. So now with the all right, all the, like I say, the knowing that you have the knowledge, the insight, the skills and the experience. Like, what is it as far as going through these transitions? Trying to level up and trying to scale the brands, as far as what establishing your team. Like the dynamics between your team, going through the trials and errors of realizing who's team and who's not.
Mm-hmm.
You know, how do you deal with that? You know, mentally.
At this point, I kind of have accepted the fact that everybody not gonna be with you that started with you on the journey not gonna be with you. So I kind of accepted that. So as people come and as they go or as they show up and they help where they can, I just kind of be grateful for it. For right now, it's like I don't really want to expect too much of people, not yet at least. But one of my biggest helps has been my girl. So Erica, she been the greatest help. You feel me? Like a lot of that stuff that we did this year wouldn't have happened without her. So
she was the host, right?
She was the host.
Shout out to Erica.
Yeah. She be doing the communication because sometimes I don't communicate as well as I should because I'm thinking of big picture ideas or working on something else or editing. So she be handling some of that.
Okay. So what do you think as a collective, as a team, what's the next plan for, because you do the live, so you got the live in the living room when they do the performances.
Right, yeah.
And then you got the countdown.
Yeah.
So how do those collide? How do those,
Okay, so I guess I'll say like the countdown came along too because it's a lot of mic performances in Chicago. So everybody got them I don't want to say everybody, but a lot of people do have mic platforms.
Mm-hmm.
So one thing that makes Live from the Living Room different is it's malleable, it's moldable. I was able to mutate it over time. And so one of the first things I did was mutate it into the gallery, the art galleries. Mm-hmm. So Galleria from the living room. Okay. So it's like taking art and the gallery style and like putting a little hip hop spin on it,
Yeah.
So that was one way I just tried to differentiate myself. You feel me? Because what they say when you start a business, it's gonna be a bunch of people that's gonna do the same exact thing. You feel me? So, so the countdown was one of them ways where it especially when we did the first one, it was like people was not expecting that. Like they weren't expecting Chicago to have a countdown. You feel me? So when when the first year, that reception was crazy. You feel me? This year it was still great. Even Chance the Rapper seen it. Like Chance the Rapper commented on it. So when I seen Chance, yeah, shout out Chance, man. Mm-hmm. So when I seen Chance comment on it, it was like, it was like, yeah, we doing something special,
Mm-hmm.
That was cool.
So now, like, what do you see yourself? Like, have you done like just a quick list as far as different categories? Mm-hmm. So music has been music videos, general photography, videography. Mm-hmm. Probably short films.
Okay, yeah. So a lot of things that I've done. I started off with the music videos. Started off shooting that, and then it moved.
One of the biggest artists you work with on the music video side.
One of the biggest artists I work with. I did Free Bands, Trey, rest in peace. Okay. He was pretty big in Chicago, and then I did. It was a song with Herbo, so we did. I helped on set with that, so that was pretty cool. So that was a couple of the people that I work with. I did Trey's documentary, so okay, yeah. So you can check that out. That's on YouTube. It was called Born a Legend. It's on Live from the Living Room YouTube channel. Okay. So yeah, they can check that out.
You shot my last couple of videos. You know what I'm saying? Salsa.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, like that's how I knew the difference between a nigga with a camera and then a director with a camera. You see what I mean? Yeah. You sent me over the whole video shoot outline. I saw this nigga for real.
I forgot to tell you, we was with Shauna yesterday.
Oh, what happened with Shauna?
So we had did a mic drop with Shauna. So I was with Clark. So Clark was the director, okay, but I was like a grip on set. So I was like putting together all the lights and all that stuff. So it was pretty cool. Shauna and L Streets. So okay, the song it's actually on 2K right now. All right. So it's spinning on 2K. It's spinning on the radio right now. So that was pretty cool. It was cold as hell. Okay. But it was kind of cold yesterday. But we got it done though. Yeah.
Okay. What's the name of the song?
It's called Look A. Yeah, it's called Look A.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So you still building, building. Any plans with that relationship outside of that?
With building with Shauna and Streets?
Any one of them.
Oh yeah, I mean, Shauna and Streets, they was pretty cool, man. So they said they was gonna come on the platform. You know, they probably gonna do an interview with Erica. So
Okay.
yeah, so that's gonna be cool.
But yeah, lock those. You gotta lock them in while they hot too.
Yeah, for real.
Fresh out,
Mhm.
because people get, this entertainment, especially entertainment space, it moved too quick.
Yeah, really do. Yeah.
People gotta, so you lock it in while it's hot. So, what are some things that you want to kind of pinpoint on, just personally or just in relation to your business and the brand?
Dang, I had a whole list. But I think personally, I think we could just talk about like more so, I guess what it takes to build a platform and like, mental fortitude that it takes to like build something, anything for real.
Yeah.
So I think on that side, it's like, I say probably like 2023, 2024 kind of was like one of my roughest years, is like being inside of this, because I ain't gonna lie, it's times that I just wanted to quit, just wanted to stop, But what's crazy is like, it's like God wouldn't let me stop. It was like, it wouldn't let me stop. I couldn't just put it down, even when if I tried. It was like, as soon as you try to put it down, be like, man, I don't know. Another opportunity come through, another wave come through. You feel me? So it's just like you can't really stop it. You can't really put it down no more. Like you gotta just
part of you.
It's this.
Can't leave rap alone. The game needs me.
Right. So it's like they got this saying called "the only way is through."
100%.
The only way is through. You got to go through.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like what's keeping me going. Also, just building a platform, man. It's like it's a lot of funding that go into that. As of right now, I'm self-funded entirely. You feel me? I probably done put like 250,000 into myself over all the years that I done did this. Probably more than that. Probably I'm not even doing all the numbers, but like it's probably way more than that.
Yeah.
And you ain't even considering all of like the time and the energy, from people that just helped out. You feel me? So
countless hours.
Right, those hours that sweat equity.
What do you so considering the time, being an artist is like, I guess sometimes could be, and a creator can be like a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
Because now you stuck in between the matrix of what you love to do, but then what you have to use what you love to do in order to do what you have to do. Right? So it becomes an obligation. So that might put you in a situation where you're taking on tasks and jobs and gigs that might not be, you might be past that. You know what I'm saying? You might be past dealing with certain genre or people or things, but you do it because, hey, shit, bills got to get paid and stuff like that. So how do you balance, and that goes with that mental fortitude.
Right.
So how do you balance that part of it? And what is, and this is like a double question. Like what is an aspect in what you do that you kind of like was like, you know what, I'm done with that.
Oh, right. Okay. Dealing with that lately, as of late, I kind of just been telling people, if I just can't do it, I just can't do it. It's like, nah, I'm not gonna be able to make this one. Especially when Live from the Living Room just be picking up. I can't be everywhere like what I was when I first started doing, making videos or creating content, whatever. So I just physically can't be everywhere. So that's one way. And the other way is just like, especially like this year, is like, hey, you gotta make it worth my time now. You gotta make it worth my energy and make it worth me coming out there. And I think this year, especially, I'm big on things gotta be really worth it for me. So if I got a price, I gotta put that price out there. Yeah. If I got a number, I gotta put that number out there. So people know where the sand is or where the line is, I guess. And then some of the stuff that I stopped doing, I don't really be in trenches like that no more. Like, I don't really be
anti-trench.
I'm not anti-trench at all. I feel like it's real talented brothers out there, but I'm kind of just cool on it. You feel me? Like, I be having anxiety, like you feel me, like so I was like, I did my fair share of that, and I was like, all right, yeah, I'm like, I'm cool on this, bro. I can't live like this every single day. I'd rather be over here. You come to the living room, you feel me, like.
So even though you going in and coming back out, you think that still pulls from you? That still.
Oh, I don't even want. Man, yeah, man. Because you gotta think, man. Like I'm big on everybody got a aura. Everybody got like energy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, magnetic field and thoughts circulate around people. You feel me? So if you in certain environments, certain thoughts might jump on your ass.
Right, out the blue and shit.
Exactly. And it's like then, man, shit start happening, weird shit start going on. Next thing you know, you might be the one.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, nah, I'm okay with that.
That's how I be thinking. Yeah.
I ain't saying that I wouldn't shoot no like artist video like that, but it's gonna have to be creative, one, and it's got to be in a controlled environment.
100%.
Yeah, you feel me?
With,
I'm not. I just can't do the videos where y'all just got 100 Dracos in there. Like we not doing.
Ain't no more drill singers.
Not for me. Not for me personally. Like I'm not.
Have you ever deal with those?
Oh hell yeah, I done definitely did that, and I was.
When I was doing that, that's crazy.
You was doing it?
Hell yeah, I did all that shit. I did all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And like, I don't know, but it was still kind of like my people, sort of.
Right. Okay.
You know, like it was still around my neighborhood and stuff, but it still wasn't smart.
Nah, yeah.
It was like it looked good on the camera though, I guess, but for the time, you know, that it made sense. But it's like it never made sense actually.
Right, and then you gotta think like I be working with the youth too, so it'd be like.
Well, yeah, then you gotta consider, you know, what you attach your name and your brand to. It's like you can't contradict yourself, type shit.
Right, so it's like certain things like I've shot, like don't get me wrong, but it's like I've just noticed, you know, just coming up and just trying to teach, they kind of like disconnected. You feel me? They a little bit disconnected, and I say that because, like I said, one time I was trying to teach kids like how to write, you know, raps and stuff like that, and I told them to write a rap without killing somebody and write a rap without cursing, and they could not do it.
Wow,
like physically could not do it.
That's bad.
So it was like, I was like, man, that's only because y'all was like 9 and 10. During like 2011 and 2012 where all the drill music was being played. So y'all 9 to 10 years old, this is what y'all hearing. This is what y'all growing up thinking hip hop is.
But that also tells you your either your vocabulary and your creativeness is dead. You have none. If that's all you can, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Or or you just being programmed and you just don't even know you're being programmed. Yeah. So.
Yeah, controlled by the frequency.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you enjoy working with the youth?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Any programs you plan on coming out with?
I want to do live from the living room teens or live from the living room kids or something like that.
Okay, what's some of your curriculum subjects?
One, they gonna learn how to do audio mixing. They gonna learn how to film a production. You know, they gonna learn how to design a set. And they gonna learn how to run a show. So they gonna learn everything that I know.
You ain't gonna just teach nigga how to be an influencer of nothing.
No.
Okay.
It's like, I mean, I feel like when it come to influencers, those people gotta understand, like everybody got a role to play. Everybody can't be Casanat. Everybody can't be Asho Speed. You feel me? And I feel like that's where a lot of people get caught up in because they be like, oh, I want to be like that, but like that might not be in your car.
I want to be him type shit. I want to be like, no, figure out. It's certain things I think you learn from everybody type shit. You know, good or bad, you got to take whatever ingredients from these people that influence you or that inspire you and figure out how that, you know, complements your makeup.
Right, but you're not going to be exactly like them.
Nah,
you know?
Never.
You know, I want to be like whatever rapper, but that's not in my cards. I'm going to be the world builder or the artist, the director, you feel me? That's where I come in at, you know, building systems, building worlds, building directing, productions, project management, you feel me? So I apply that same like knowledge of hip hop and artistry and rap, and I put that in my lane, you feel me? Somebody can look at I Show Speed or look at Casanat and be like, I just like their confidence, or I like they, you know, they bravado or whatever. Exactly. I want to apply that to myself. So it's like that, yeah.
I think we need to have a mandatory subject inside of all curriculums need to be like an identity course.
Facts.
Because before we start making these new identities, we got to be able to identify the true aspects of self
Right.
first.
Yeah.
Because people never grab hold to who they are, and they become this thing, this it.
Mm-hmm.
They keep on chasing this fabricated image, and they just they putting it all up, all the gas into that fabricated projection of self, to the point where they have no clue of the substance of who they are, type shit.
So I'm gonna ask you a question. So like, how do you think that? What's the best way to go about doing that? Like, cause you can come at it from a couple different angles. So you can come at it from just a pure like skill set. All right, this kid is great at this, or this person is great at this, and like let's build on that. Or you can come at it from like a more like astrological level, or what they call it, numerology.
Yeah.
You come at it from that. So what you think?
They gotta be all of the above. I think our education system has to be machine learning, where the whatever module we're using it has like certain set standards, but it adjusts based upon each person's learning style. And then we just do particular activities that stimulate different aspects of a person's psychologically, mentally, spiritually, and all these different things. It kind of, that's not like you do like these self-evaluation tests or personality tests too.
Right.
And that's how you kind of see what a person might be lacking in, or determine whether a person might be have certain aspects of depression, anxiety, just a loss of a sense of self in general. It's like certain little things you could do to kind of test that, to kind of see where somebody is, kind of give them certain activities. I think all activities should be like, I think martial arts is a good thing for everybody to do. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Just generally, working out in general. Right. But certain like disciplines, you see what I mean? Like automatically does that. Like if you are, like an artist, like you say you paint too, right? Right. Yep. That gives you a certain that allows you to become one, because you become, it's like anything that allows you to express yourself honestly. You know what I'm saying? And
center yourself, yeah.
To be centered and to be still, to be silent. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people can't stand the sound of silence. That's because they can't stand the sound of self. So we have to be able to be at a sense of at a point of silence and stillness, to be able to always have a self-check system installed inside of our psyche, to be able to be like, all right, I'm going in these new direction, I'm evolving. Let me do a self-check to make sure this aligns with self. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's because people just be taking off like a rocket and not realizing they latch on to these people and things and activities, and because this just comes with the territory. Now all of a sudden you slipping on baby oil shit. Damn, I ain't mean to do that. My bad. I just got done watching Dave Chappelle, so I just got done watching Dave Chappelle. That was an accident.
You said, why did they slip on that?
You know what I'm saying?
They slip on that.
Like, wait a minute, why did they slip on? Yeah, it's like, people just end up, slipping into some shit they realize. Then,
falling into something.
You know what I'm saying? And this is the importance of having a healthy surrounding of people, and that can guide you, and and mentorship in different aspects, because you got to question, like, what the fuck.
I mean, honestly, it's like, what could he have really have done differently besides, I mean, he could have done something differently, but it was like, it wouldn't be him though. It wouldn't be him that we've known, when he went in.
It shouldn't have been the same, nigga. Nigga, if you go to jail for some dumb shit, you supposed to come out on some smart shit. You're not supposed to be the same nigga.
Yeah. But like you said though, it takes some time to get through that. You feel me?
What better place do you have to get time than jail? I just trying to understand.
I mean, like, the audience got to get used to the new you now, because it's like they probably waiting him to get out and drop something crazy. You feel me? So it's like, it's the audience, it's it's being influencers, it's just like you said. You didn't feel me? You got not being able to check yourself. You gotta
but not being able to accept the transition.
That too.
You see what I mean? Because he had to own that first. And be comfortable, but he's more comfortable with that artificial that character he created. That's again, you got people that are suffering from an identity crisis.
And I think we're gonna see it more and more though.
Yeah.
Like,
You will not let it go.
Yeah.
That is logically, to be honest with you, being from Chicago, being from certain areas like that. First of all, we might be, XYZ as far as gang banging and all type of shit like that. One thing I can say, in general, Chicago niggas are not dumb.
No.
You see what I mean?
No.
So that was dumb. You know what I'm saying? like you remember we were talking about when Von was doing an interview with Dirk, and Dirk was like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's his nigga checking him. And we all know they the drill masters. But no, we not finna go on this interview and
do that.
Come on.
Right. And then it was like, they watch they watching what you doing.
You're on the Breakfast Club, nigga, where they serve niggas up for breakfast and lunch. Eat you for breakfast. They eat rappers for breakfast.
Yeah.
You sitting in front of this motherfucking arch eyebrow ass nigga, that Charlemagne and shit.
This nigga is oh my God.
Shout out to the Breakfast Club. But it just don't make sense. But just having even if you got street niggas, right? You still got niggas that's with you protecting your interests.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like to me,
you gotta protect the interest because you gotta protect the bag. I mean, at the end of the day, he still was the bag. You feel me? So it's like you gotta let them know, like, nah, bro, don't do that. Don't move like this. Yeah.
I think our street niggas is the masters of coded languages.
Oh yeah.
Motherfucker do a whole series dissecting the Chicago lingo and slang and it's all to protect themselves legally.
Yeah.
Type shit.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's Chicago. The Chicago niggas never been dumb. And we've always been super smart and correct because you got to be smart in order to even get away with the shit they be doing. You know what I'm saying? But it's just about how do we redirect that intelligence type shit. You know what I'm saying? We're giving motherfuckers the proper influence. And once people start seeing that shit, that's why that unity shit popping like that, because they seeing, oh shit, this shit can do us good. You know what I'm saying?
But it's also like controlling media. You feel me? Because they did something where people wasn't doing. Like they was just like, all right, we outside, we on your block, we pulling up to this block.
Yep.
So it's like you can't really deny that when you got all these people outside on your block, and then they pushing unity, they pushing peace. So it's like, now people want to get on the bandwagon, and not to mention, I don't know, it's like I think that sound that we had back in 2012 is kind of like, it's spotty right now. You feel me? So I think as Chicago, we trying to find like the identity again. Even though it's here, and then if you watch the top 50 countdown, you gonna definitely see some of them artists on there. But it's here. But yeah,
can we get a couple shout outs on some of the prime artists that was on the countdown?
The prime artists. So we had Joel come through. Joel just came through. Joel Q. He came through on the countdown. He was pretty influential, pushing his movement. We had Dale Marie come through, and she did the whole juke back joint that was on there. That was so that was pretty dope. She been rapping for a long time. She's a multidisciplinary artist. Okay. Who else we got on there? Fillmore Green. Okay. Yeah, Fillmore Green had a huge show this summer, and he brought out a bunch of dope Chicago artists like on the scene and stuff like that. Parks from Joe Budden Podcast came through. He was in the who else we had on there? Jalen Gatz. Jalen Gatz was on there. Yeah. Who? Huh? Oh yeah, Murph Dilly. Murph Dilly came through, and Rico Shy. Okay. Yeah, Rico Shy. He
Who's that? Is that Jamaican artist? He sounds Jamaican.
Cool. Oh man, that's the homie. That's Blocker. That's the homie. Yeah.
He had a dope video you shot.
Yeah, they was on the plane. They was on the jet. So he big on the the Afro scene, the Afro beat, Afro drill too. He be doing that. Yeah. So, but the thing about Chicago got every aspect of music right here in Chicago, and it's like sometimes I be getting a little irritated because they only concentrate on one thing.
Yeah.
It's like you can't concentrate on just that one thing because whatever you concentrate on is gonna multiply. You feel me? And we seeing this with the shorties. It's like identity crisis. You feel me? So it's like, yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
So what you want to leave the people with?
What I want to
coming
leave the
up
people
next?
with?
What's the what you gonna leave the people with, and what's the how can they follow the Live from the Living Room, the your entertainment company, as well as you personally on social media?
Okay. What do I want to leave y'all with, man? What we on? I'm trying to think like what's my
Top of the year 2026.
Yeah, 2026
First
is
quarter.
first quarter. I'm gonna say this. I just want to tell people, man, like, keep going. Believe in your dreams. Make sure you just stay in focus this year, for real. Just stay locked in, stay focused. I know things might seem difficult, things might seem hard, but at the end, when you get there, it's gonna be real life worth it. So whatever it is that anybody doing, all you gotta do is see it through. Once you see it through, you gonna reap that reward. It's gonna be there. I mean, it's gonna be some bumps along the way. It's gonna be some bumps in the road.
A whole bunch.
Yeah, it's gonna be people that leave, gonna be people that fall off. But just stay the course. And as long as you stay that course, I mean, at the end of the day, at the end of the road, you can't regret it, because you said you was gonna do it,
100%. Support the people that support you.
Yeah.
Stay in line with the right people, and it's destined to happen. And take it from me, Chicago has been shadow banned and blocked, in a lot of industries for a long time. But now, although they fed off of our influence and stuff like that, but right now the doors of Chicago are open like probably never before, to be honest with you. If we know how to see the field for what it is and where the game is going inside it, we can definitely leverage and take advantage before it becomes, a norm and becomes more of a competition, because everybody's going in different arenas. Take advantage of the resources, take advantage of the technology, master AI. They can never stop the programmer. You see what I mean? Be a master of creating things. The people that are creating now are going to be the new kings and queens of the future.
Yeah. That's true. Keep creating.
Correct.
And then, if you want to follow Live from the Living Room, we on Instagram. We on all platforms at Live from the Living Room.music. That's on Instagram. LFTLR Music on X, Twitter, TikTok. That's Live from the Living Room. You can follow me, Airik, at Airik. That's AYELUHAIRIK. Follow me there, and then you can get in tune with everything that we got going on at Live from the Living Room, video productions, all that type of stuff. So,
make sure y'all. Can they submit their music in, their videos?
Yeah.
You're doing interviews.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So, season 5, we're gonna do a season 5 of Live from the Living Room. So make sure you submitting. You can send us an email with your submissions, with your videos and stuff like that. You could do that. You could just email us at LFTLRmusic@gmail.com. You can email us there. So, or you can just visit the website at LFTLR.com. So, yeah.
What if people got music but lack image consulting? They might need photography. They might need press kits. They might need just mentorship as a whole. They might need just some direction or some management.
Okay.
Are you offering those type of things for people that you personally select? I know it's not for everybody, probably.
But no, we offer those type of things if you really want that feedback and you really need it. Erica's really good at that, so you can follow her at Rico's Life.
You guys essentially, will become or are in a way A&Rs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I say that because like I said, I've been an artist, so I know what it is and what it takes and what the look is, and on top of that, I'm a director too, so I got that eye for that too. So we could definitely help you out with that, for sure. So if you want us to just send your music in, you could do that too. We'll take a look, listen to it. We'll take a look at your profile and everything. So yeah, we could do that.
All right, y'all heard it. Make sure y'all tap in before it becomes bigger than 106 in Park. Y'all gotta start understanding the benefit and power of being involved with something from the ground up, from the starting point, from the inception of things, instead of because today's price is not going to be the same
exactly
as it is tomorrow. Or tomorrow's price is not going to be the same as it is today. So take advantage now, and get in a position.
Yeah, people already been reaching out. It's been dope since the top to 50 countdown because people from all over been reaching out, like London,
Perfect.
Dallas, Atlanta.
Already hitting international.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yep.
All right, y'all. It's my brother, Airik Crawford.
Blessings. It's been a blessing. That's hard.